If you need unlimited domination, clutch time, or anything else online or offline grinding, make sure you hit up RoseNBA on Twitter for quick, safe, and reliable grinding services. Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best power forwards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 8,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day, and I would really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it, and let's not waste any time. Let's check out who we have at number 10. At number 10, I'm going with Jayson Tatum. If it will let me click and type. Thank you. There we go. Jayson Tatum. So, Tatum, really solid card. I think he's better at small forward than he is at power forward. Only 6'8" with a 6'10" wingspan and not an elite player build. Interior defense is not bad. A little bit of a low block rating, but again, not horrible. He's got great speed, really good shooter, really good dunker. Perimeter defensive ability is really good. On the interior, no anchor, no brick wall. Not having those two badges does hurt a power forward specifically. He is an amazing shooter with an elite release, though, even though he doesn't get limitless range playmaking. Going to be one of the better playmakers on this list. Just doesn't have elite size or elite interior ability really on either end of the court, although half posterizer is nice. Very elite release, though. Movement wise, besides the step behind the back, it isn't amazing, but Tatum's release this year is so much better than it's been in previous years and really is one of the best releases in the game right now. This Tatum card, really good. Better at small forward, though, and that's why he's at number 10 on the power forward list. At number 9, we're going with Blake Griffin. I am a little bit lower on Blake at this point than I think a lot of other people are, and I'll explain why. He's not incredibly fast, 78 speed and excel. I don't love that. He's a good shooter and an exceptional dunker. Very average defensive card. High vertical, high strength does help him out defensively, but he doesn't have elite defense on the interior or the perimeter. In fact, statistically, it's pretty bad. Now, badge-wise, it is not bad at all. He's got a lot of good interior badges. Bronze anchor, bronze post lockdown that can be upgraded. No clamps or glove or challenger. Those 3 badges are good, and the fact that he can't get them does hurt. Same thing with no limitless range or guard up, although he does have gold claymore, can get his catch and shoot upgraded, bronze corner specialist, a capable release, and an 83 three-pointer. He's going to be a knockdown shooter when he's open, but it's not an elite release, and he doesn't have elite playmaking ability, despite the fact that his playmaking badges are okay. He's an incredible slasher, obviously one of the best slashers in the game, half bully, half limitless takeoff, half posterizer, but the release is not elite, the movement certainly is not elite, and the defense is not elite either. And then obviously he doesn't have incredible speed either, despite being an incredible dunker. I was incredibly high on this Blake when he first came out, and I still like him a lot, but honestly I think he's better at the center position than the power forward position. That's just my personal opinion right now. Blake is not going to go higher than number 9 for me personally. At number 8 is a guy who I think has gone overlooked a lot, but recently I've seen several people running this card, and he's one of the, especially with the way that trophy cases have now become easier to attain, I'm including this Zach Randolph card because I've seen people run this card and he is a dog. Half bully, half back down punisher, half masher, half posterizer, and half post spin. At 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, he's got solid size and elite interior ability. Can get any badge as well, which means you can add a limitless takeoff to him. You can add a limitless range. You can add a badge like bailout, other defensive badges as well, like a pick dodger, clamps, glove, things like that. Very capable defensive stats. He's got great speed, acceptable speed, and is an exceptional shooter, especially considering he has half claymore, can get his catch and shoot upgraded, can get limitless range added to him. So he's honestly a pretty capable shooter as well. And his release is not as bad this year as it's been in previous years. It's not a bad release at all. Movement wise, he's not very good, but I can live without the movement because he's an incredible interior player on the offensive end of the court. Really solid defensively as well, especially again on the interior with half box out beast, half brick wall, half rebound chaser, gold anchor, pogo stick, and post lockdown. Very capable defensive stats, good dunker, decent athlete, and a much better shooter than people realize. This card, I've seen him run several times in competitive. I'm actually pretty impressed with the card. I think his Evo deserves his spot on this list, even though he has been overlooked for a while. Larry Johnson comes in at number 7, a guy who I am pretty high on as well. The biggest flaw with Larry Johnson, and it's a flaw we'll see with another card on this list as well, is the fact that he's only 6'7", but he has a very wide, very big player build. Half bully, half fast twitch, half posterizer are 3 elite badges. Half pogo stick is really good as well. All of his badges that are on silver and bronze can be upgraded, and he can get any badge added to him as well, which means you can add a claymore, a limitless range, an unpluckable, a clamps, a glove. His anchor can be upgraded. His interceptor and brick wall can be upgraded. It's very capable all-around defensive stats, great speed, good shooter, and good dunker with a fast release as well. Very good all-around card. He is super nice. Really good release as well. Movement is not amazing, but it's not bad. Pro dribble style's fine. Kobe escape and Steph behind the back are also pretty good, but I wouldn't recommend using the badges on playmaking badges for him personally. I'd recommend upgrading more so his shooting and his defensive badges on this card. But little small, which is one of the biggest flaws with him, and he doesn't have the player build of a guy like Zion, who we'll see here in a little bit. But he is still a very, very good card with a nice release and a really good all-around badge and stat ability. So overall, very good card, comes in at number 7. At number 6, we got Scotty Pippen, another guy who I definitely recommend playing more so at that small forward position. He's the best small forward in the game, one of the best cards in the game, but at the power forward position, he's not quite that high. And I might be a little low on him at power forward. I will say that, because he still is a capable interior defender and can get any badge, which means you can add an anchor, a post lockdown, a brick wall to him if you would like to. He also needs limitless range, though, limitless takeoff, so he needs a few more other badges added. That's not even guard up, handles for days as well. So you're going to have to, if you want to run him at power forward, focus more on the defensive badges and get rid of some of these other badges that you're not going to be able to get to him with only 5 badge slots. Obviously, one of, if not the best perimeter defenders in the game, an elite dunker, has an amazing release from previous years where he had a bad release. He now has an incredible one of the best, smoothest, and easiest to green releases in the game, and has really good athleticism as well. Obviously, as a level 40, all of his silver and bronze badges can be upgraded to gold or even Hall of Fame as well, if you want to. But he doesn't have elite size. He's not an exceptional interior defender. His block rating is low, and those are the main reasons that I have Scotty only at number 6, despite the fact that he is an exceptional all-around card in my team. At number 5, Chris Bosh is the guy that I'm going with. And again, it's tough to rank these top guys because I feel like Bosh could easily be right up there at the top. But he, for me, goes in at number 5 because he's a little slow and he's not a very good perimeter defender. He's a really good shooter. He's got great size, really good in the post, solid dunker, and really solid interior defender as well. Silver anchor interceptor is good. Gold badges, silver rebound chaser that can be upgraded. He can get chase down artist. He can get quick first step. He can get a solid amount of badges, and his shooting is elite with a super, super good release. Movement is not great, but he's not there to move. He's got great size as well. Just wish he was a little quicker. Again, I think he's better at the center position, one of the best couple centers in the game, but still very solid at power forward if you want to run him there as well, and he comes in at number 5. At number 4, we got Zion Williamson. Zion is just the glitchiest, most ridiculous card in this game sometimes, and that's why he's at number 4, despite the fact that his release, for all intents and purposes, is just not a good release, and his movement isn't impressive either. Despite that, 90 speed and excel, half bully, half fast twitch, half limitless takeoff, and half posterizer, an incredibly wide, large, very real to Zion in real life player build, and elite dunking ability. Defensive badges are honestly quite good for the interior as well, which is super valuable at the power forward position. Can get his quick first step upgraded, has bronze catch and shoot that can be upgraded, silver claymore can be upgraded. You can get guard up on him if you want. Release is not very good, but he's got a good 3-point rating. If you're wide open, you still should be able to green consistently, especially with the solid shooting badges and the solid 3-point rating and how easy it is to green this year. It's just a bit slow and baited, but he's so good in terms of as an interior player on the offensive end of the court, especially, but even on defense, that it almost doesn't matter that much. And I think he is easily a top 4 power forward in the game still. At number 3, I am going with Shawn Kemp, who actually is my starting power forward on my God Squad right now, and I think is definitely right up there with the best power forwards in the game. 87 speed and excel is really good, especially for a guy who's 6'10 with a 7'1 wingspan. 80 shot 3 and a absolutely cash money release. Again, one of the better releases in the game right now. 95 dunking, super solid all-around defense, especially on the interior. He is very, very good. Does not get anchor, clamps, glove, interceptor. Those are 4 badges that I really do wish he did get, and those hurt him a bit, but he has gold quick first step already on his base card. And already has gold bailout as well. Silver catch and shoot that can be upgraded to gold. Corner specialist. He can get guard up. He can get claymore, so I would add those badges to him. And he has an incredible release and is an incredible slasher as well. One of the best releases I've seen this year, which is super valuable in the pick and pop and in the catch and shoot from the corner. Movement is not great beside the Kobe escape, but I can live without it because he's got great size, great athleticism at power forward, incredible slasher, really, really fast as well. And with his size and speed and athleticism combination, coupled with an absolutely money release and capable defensive ability, Kemp is one of my favorite cards in my team. At number 2, we're going with Kevin Garnett, who I actually start at my center position. I think KG probably is the best center in the game, but we'll kind of get to KG at the center position when we do our top 10 centers here in a day or two. But for now, KG at power forward, 6'11 with a 7'2 wingspan is great size. He's got really good speed and excel for a power forward, especially at that size with 84 speed and excel. 70 shot 3 is more than enough, especially with his shooting badges already being super solid and some of them being able to be upgraded as well. You put a shoe on that with the shooting badges he has already, a coach boost, you're looking at a mid-80s 3-pointer with a solid release, an elite interior defender, and very capable on the perimeter with a high lateral quickness, incredible defensive stats and badges. I mean, he's just so good. Half anchor, interceptor, post lockdown, rebound chaser is kind of crazy. And then he's got half post spin technician as well, which is super nice. The only reason he's not number 1 is because his release isn't as good as the guy who's number 1, and also his movement is not amazing, but I can live without the movement at the power forward position. He doesn't quite give you, I don't think, the perfect package at the power forward position the way that the guy at number 1 does, but he is still an incredible card. Super high on KG, kind of a must get, I feel like, if you're trying to have one of the best squads in the game, and he comes in at number 2. And then at number 1, we got James Worthy. Big game James. This card is so good. It makes me wish I had gone for the specific division for Anthony Davis as an opal as well, which, by the way, these opals will probably be available within the next week or two. But 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, incredible finishing badges, including Hoff Bully, Fast Twitch, Post Spin Technician, which are super nice. Can get his posterizer upgraded if you want to add that to him. Hoff Claymore is a great badge. Gold Catch and Shoot, can get limitless range. Can get any badge, but you can add a brick wall, clamps, and interceptor, or rebound chaser as well. Great all-around defensive stats, very balanced. 90 speed and excellent, 83 shot 3 to 90 driving dunk, coupled with another money release. John Wall release is right there. It's very similar, I would say, to Sean Kemp's release, to be completely honest, although I would say it's even maybe a little bit more consistent to green. Similarly to guys like Kemp and KG, his dribble sigs are not amazing. He has that Kobe skate, but everything else is not great for sigs, but he is an incredible interior player on both ends of the court with a money release. Great athleticism, the ability to play make a bit, especially once you get his playmaking badges upgraded a little bit, and overall is absolutely a monster in my team with one of the best releases in the game as well. Just the perfect power forward right now for the way that the game is right now. So really high on James Worthy, and I'm honestly high on the power forward position in general right now. Every single one of these cards is super viable, can be used in a competitive setting. I mean, the guy at number 10, Jayson Tatum, is a guy who I'm playing in my lineup right now as my backup small forward. So that Blake Griffin was in my lineup until yesterday when KG came out. Scotty Pippen in my lineup right now. Larry Johnson, I'm not playing him very much, but he is in my lineup as well. Chris Bosh is in my lineup. Kemp is in my lineup. KG's in my lineup. And I don't even have James Worthy, but if I had him, he'd be in the lineup as well. Just gives you incredible versatility with all these guys being able to be used at a competitive level and in one of, if not the deepest positions in my team right now. So hopefully y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and also leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the list, whether I ranked anybody too high, too low, or left somebody off the list that you think deserves a spot in the top 10. But yeah, I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.